Hi, my name is John Shire, and I'm going to be talking about the Mediterranean diet and the emotional well-being in adolescence. So, adolescence is a part of everyone's life where we change and we grow, and those changes could either be psychological development, cognitive development, or emotional development. So with the Mediterranean diet, it is pretty much the eating habits that of people who live near the Mediterranean Sea, or it was also inspired by the eating habits of Italy, Spain, and Greece. So for my study, what it focused on was it focused more on American adolescence and the relationship between the Mediterranean diet and emotional well-being. So with the Mediterranean diet, there are different types of foods that go along with it, but for this study, for my personal topic, I would focus more on fruits and vegetables from the Mediterranean diet. So the hypothesis within this study were that the more fruits consumed, the better the emotional well-being will be, and the more vegetables consumed, the better the emotional well-being will be. So with the two hypotheses, I also had three different variables within this study: fruits, vegetables, and emotional well-being. And with that, we used the Codebook public data set and the survey questions within that to form the questions for this research study. Now, this particular research study on specifically fruits, vegetables, and emotional well-being were used with three different sections within the data set. So fruits was used with nutrition as well as vegetables, and emotional well-being was used with the feeling scale. And previous research has also stated that there has been a significant relationship between intake patterns or consuming of fruits and vegetables within the Mediterranean diet. And that could either be in terms of happiness, positive emotional state, lower levels of stress, lower risk of depression, or improvement of inflammation or psychological processes that are more linked with well-being as well. So the results of this study overall showed that there is a significant relationship between the Mediterranean diet and emotional well-being. And if you look here, you can see that both hypotheses were actually supported, and that the more fruits and vegetables you consumed, the higher or better the emotional well-being will be. And this was significant at a 0.01 level, meaning that it was pretty accurate for what it was. And that fruits, vegetables, and emotional well-being were significant to one another. So this study was actually supported previous research that there was a significant relationship between the Mediterranean diet and emotional well-being. But that being said, that there was also some limitations, as this was a correlational study, which the cause and effect couldn't be well established, and the patterns in diet, because dietary patterns over only 24 hours isn't really that accurate, and future research could be done to find different ways to measure or proceed in dietary patterns and consume of fruits and vegetables within the Mediterranean diet, as well as what would be considered fruits or vegetables, within the more core subject